Hey chat, how are you? Sighs like I'm in a carb coma. So, Carolyn and I have a history of purchasing items from mom and pop shops, or as they pronounce it in Quincy, Massachusetts, mom and pup. We first discovered thick vato tacos when we first moved to West Sacramento 6 years ago. And dude was just grilling some birria in his driveway in his front yard, and he had some tables, picnic tables and chairs. He had some music bumping, and it was like a party, and it was super good. And he's gone on to great and successful things. He now has a food truck. Really good food, really nice dude. His employees were really lovely people. And so we really enjoyed his food. We just don't think about him, or I don't know. You got to follow these food trucks on the Insta and then pay attention to when they come near you. And it's like, okay, it's exhausting. It really is. Carolyn, for a couple times, she's gone to some lady's house somewhere in West Sac, bought some really good scones from her. And also Carolyn bought some tamales from a lady in the parking lot in front of the Nugget. I don't really like tamales, but she told me they were good. Carolyn also likes to buy fruit from the people on the sidewalk. And that's fine, but I'm always like, please barter, please talk them down. If a thing of strawberries is $20, offer 15. They'll probably go to 18 or maybe 15 if you're lucky. Just please negotiate. Spoiler alert, she never negotiates. If you want to get into the pop-ups versus brick and mortar versus food trucks, okay, I guess you can. In the end, I feel like if you want to feed someone, if you want to sell someone some food that you're cooking, you should be able to. But the thing about pop-ups is a lot of them happen at night. A lot of them in West Sac happen on West Capitol Avenue. It's a little dicey over there, a little rough and tumble. And like I said, it's at night. I'm an old man. I'm in bed by 7:30, okay? And then the food trucks, well, there's nowhere to sit. I don't like that. And you gotta wait for food. And sometimes the lines are huge. So the West Sac Facebook, always active, sometimes pithy. A couple gals are like, yo, we're selling sourdough bread. We're selling bread. So we specialize in sourdough, but they got all sorts of pastry treats. And they're called the Lee Loaf, and it's run by Ashley Lee. And I was like, okay, Ashley Lee. She also, another gal helps her, but it's her namesake, it's her business, it's her company. She's like, we're going to be at Summerfield Park, 8 to 11 Saturday morning, or until we're sold out. They claim they're licensed and bonded by Yolo County, whatever. Okay, I don't care. Like I said, if you want to sell me some food and I choose to eat it, we're good. And if it makes me sick, I will stop going to your food. But many chains and brick and mortar and big time restaurants have gotten people sick too. So I don't know what the whole hubbub is about. Summerfield Park is 5 minutes away from where we live. It's where Chris Yimbo lives over by there. Like I said, there's lots of taco stands on West Capitol Avenue, also Sacramento Avenue. But when you're in the Chase parking lot on West Cap at night, things can get a little dicey. But Summerfield Park, Saturday morning, families aplenty, lots of soccer happening, so it's an inviting atmosphere. Speaking of which, there have been taco pop-ups close by to where we live, the nicer neighborhood, but those get shut down quickly. But the ones on West Cap and Sac Ave proliferate, and they're still going on, serving people some yummy tacos y burritos. So I say, honey, Saturday morning, it's about 10-ish. I say, yo, I said, honey, do you want to go on an adventure? She was like, LFG, leg out. So we pull up Summerfield Park, super close to us. See a blue tent with a couple tables, couple chairs. I assume that's them. Well, it's the only blue tent in all of the park. And it's right by the sidewalk, right on the sidewalk. Walk up. They have a low selection. They have sold a lot of stuff. A lot of product has moved. So we narrowed it down to the chocolate loaf and the dill loaf. I got nothing against sweetbread. I like Cinny raisin bread toasted with some mantequilla. Yummy. But chocolate should be in a cake or a muffin, not a loaf. Speaking of sweetbread, also, we just got burned by Costco's blueberry sourdough for $9. Took 2 bites right into the trash. So I was like, let's grab the dill. It also had Havarti in it. $15. Carolyn didn't tip. She handed money, and then I got distracted by whatever I got distracted by. And then later I was like, honey, did you tip? And she goes, no. And I was like, Mom, what about the mom and pop? What about Ashley Lee? Ashley Lee loaf. I said, you should have slipped her a cool 20 so she could pay that overhead. But we made it up the next time. Bring the loaf home, dill Havarti. Carolyn busts out the bread knife, which means we're getting serious, okay? It means we're not fucking around anymore. I like that serrated edge on your knife, baby. So she slices a couple slices. It's hard to, you can't slice it too thin because it's pretty beefy. It's pretty meaty for a bread loaf, but she's doing her best. Makes a couple thick slices, a couple thick hunks. Just plain. It was so flipping good. It reminded me of when I worked at Pac Bell in San Ramon. On my lunch, I would drive to Safeway, grab a loaf of their fresh baked French bread, and that was my lunch. I would just tear at it right out of the bag during my lunch. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Carbs didn't matter when I was in my mid-20s, so I'll just eat it plain, tearing off pieces like an animal. Yeah, those were good times, and it was cheap. It was like $1 something back in the day. One thing is, nowadays, lots of sourdough bread. It ain't sour. Like, what is this? Plain, boring, white bread? This sourdough ain't sour. Probably didn't even begin with a sourdough starter. It's just so sad. Pathetic. But this sour, it was there. Not overpowering, but it lets you know it was sour. Sour girl. Like Olivia Rodrigo. Or was that Veruca Salt?
And oop.
Oh, shoot. It was Stone Temple Pilots. Alrighty then. Put some butter on it. Toasted it. Heaven. Toasted it with jam and butter. Wow. Crazy. The sourdough bread goes crazy, chat. So next weekend, we're like, all right, well, what are we doing with the Lee loaf? We decided to get a flight, which is 3 little loaves for $20, and you get to choose the 3. But you got to order ahead. Ashley Lee was like, just let us know by Friday, 8 p.m. So we can have your order ready to go Saturday morning. I was like, y'all really baking late Friday night? Wow, dedication. We got the cheddar chili onion crunch, pesto parm focaccia, and Greek calamata, olives, and rosemary. That was Carolyn's choice. That was our least favorite choice. So I'm going back and forth with her on the Insta, the gram. We slid into each other's DMs, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm like, we get her Venmo. Carolyn has Venmo. And I say, Ashley Lee, payment incoming, $20. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Point, click, zoom. Copy, paste. She's like, all right, your bread's going to be ready at Summerfield Park tomorrow morning. Coo. Late. Bet. So Saturday morning, pull up. Didn't even park. Carolyn was driving. I just hopped out and walked right up to the blue tent. There was a cute little bag, a little tote with Ashley Leloaf branding on it, and it had my name on it, ready to roll, so to speak, pun intended. Get home, cutting the Greek Kalamata olive rosemary loaf. So much rosemary just raining down upon the cutting board. Looked like a football field full of grass. This was our least favorite because we just don't like Kalamata olives. I don't like Kalamata olives. They're way too salty, which some people like, I guess. But when I see an olive bar at a supermarket, you can't get me away fast enough from that mess. But if you like it, that's great. We all have different taste buds. We're all God's children. The pesto parm focaccia, low-key, good. Lots of pesto, but it's subtle, and that's fine. But me personally, I like a pesto that knocks me on my ass. But it was good tasting pesto. Got some cheese in there, greenery from the pesto. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I got sparkles in my tummy. The cheddar chili crunch was the best. Carolyn and I agreed. It's got the crunch in there. All the breads have like a crunchy loaf, which I really, really dig the texture. But it's got some crunch on there. It's got a little heat from the chili oil. Or is it chili onion? I don't know. And it's got a decent amount of cheddar, a healthy amount of cheddar. Hecka good. Again, it was our favorite bread. Lee Loaf also does cinnamon rolls, brownies, muffins. They do cakes. I went through their Insta because I'm a stalker. I went through their carousel, their grid, and I saw a roasted red pepper focaccia that looks amazing. So Carolyn and I made an important family decision. We're going to start spending $100 a month on bread. I mean, it's the only logical conclusion that makes sense. It's a nice treat. We'll take a few weeks off because I'm low carb / keto now, and I've been this way for several hours now. And let me tell you, it's a way of life. It really is. But the bread, the Lee Loaf, on the gram, the Insta, at the _Lee_loaf. Fabulous. Awesome. Super duper good bread. And get some of it, people. Okay? Get some of that Lee Loaf. Like the rappers say, get that bread. But I will be calling Yolo County Code Enforcement on them to shut them down. And hopefully Carolyn and myself will be arrested. So Ankar, the phone accessory company, they have a subdivision called Soundcore, which specializes in earbuds, headphones, and the like. Bought a pair a few weeks ago. $30, which I was like, this is kind of high. When there's earbuds that are 10, 15, $20 out there, aplenty, but most of them are off-brand, generic, third-party, something you've never heard of. And it's always a weird brand name, and it's always in caps, like ear rhyme, all in caps. But I was like, well, I'll splurge, and these are going to be my gym earbuds. So move around's got to stay in my ears, not just stick in my ears. So I bought a pair for $30. Started to build up grime because I'm a chunky boy. I lift, I'm really strong. I also sweat a lot. So it stopped working. It stopped charging. Amazon has a 30-day window to return. It was outside of the 30-day window. I could tell what the problem is. The little connector thing. You got the gold on your earbud, and then the gold plate on your earbud, and then the gold little pointy cone thingy triangle on the base on the charger that needs to connect to the gold plate on your earbud. There's just so much gunk in there that it had gotten stuck. So I grabbed a thumbtack and started. It was metal thumbtack on metal sound core charger connector thing. It was like it's like metal grinding on metal. Oh, it's a difficult noise to listen to. But I couldn't return it. It was outside the 30-day window. So I hit up Ankar, their customer service, and I said, yo, my thing stopped charging. I took a picture of it. I sent them my Amazon invoice, and they replied back super quick. They're like, do these 5 steps. And the 5 steps were like, step 1, clean them. Step 2, get a new cable. Step 3, restart your modem. Step 4, okay. So I got back instantly. Yeah, I did all those 5 steps and still not charging. And then they responded with, give us your home address so we can send you new ones. Bam, wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Next day, surprised me. Got there so quick. Got a new pair of free earbuds. My old ones still work, but just because I whined, the whining will get you everywhere, kids. The whiny wheel gets the worm. But I'm going to start hitting these companies up for free shit when it's outside of the return window to the vendor, to the store. But within the year-ish warranty that most of these electronics comes with, heck yeah, bro. I'm all about it. Alrighty, well, I think I'm done. Take care. Brush your hair. Peace out. I'm outie 5000 G money. Gotta go. Late. See ya. Fiend. 143-637-823. I'm making a little heart right now with my hands, and it's beating like Patrick Swayze in Dirty Dancing. Gugong. Gugong. Gugong.